Hey! I have been wanting to do this for so long and I'm excited. I feel like if I would have done this years ago I would have been nervous. Now I'm just excited. I don't really care what people think. So I'm just excited to dip my toes into this kind of different creative outlet. And what better way to start out than a Q&A, get to know me a little bit. So I asked people on Instagram to ask me questions. We'll get started. Let's see what the people want to know. First question. Ooh, easy. Okay. What's your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is definitely New Girl. That's easy question. I always have New Girl on. I love New Girl because I've already watched the whole thing completely through and now I can just like turn on any episode and I love having it in the background. And kind of the same thing with like Friends, but I don't know. I've kind of transitioned into New Girl over Friends. Sorry if that offends anyone. Are you still in school? I feel like people are really confused about my education. Probably actually not. People really don't care, but I feel like if you know me, you know that we're like from an area that college is super like put into your brain. You have to go to a four-year school, and I did not want to do that, and I definitely got some judgment for that. I think even my parents got some judgment for me from that, which is sad but true. I went to community college. I went to community college on and off. It took me, so I graduated from community college last December, so literally a month ago. And it took me about 3.5 years to get my 2-year degree. And I am so happy that I finally finished. I really just wanted to finish something. Never really felt like you need a college degree to be successful, but just for myself, I wanted to finish something. So I am out of school. I graduated with my 2-year degree. I am stoked on that, so that's exciting. It's just in general studies, nothing crazy. I'm just not a school person, and I think I've known that for a long time, and I think my friends know that, a lot of people know that. It's just who I am. And I've accepted it, and I'm doing okay. Don't have to be a school person to be successful. Some people are very nice. These aren't questions, though. Where do you want to travel? / where's your favorite place you've traveled? Where do I want to travel? I want to travel everywhere. And I feel like I do have a list of countries. Like I definitely want to go to Iceland, which hint maybe I'm going too soon. Definitely somewhere new that I kind of like realized I wanted to go is Japan. I don't know where that came from, but I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool. I've never really experienced the Asian culture, so I think that would be cool. I've always wanted to go to Southeast Asia. And then I get into this groove of like, oh, I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Asia, I want to go to Africa, so basically I want to go to the world. So I just want to see the whole world. I really, seriously, top of my list is I want to go to Antarctica one day. I know that's not going to be anytime soon, but one day I will make it to Antarctica. Where's your favorite place you've traveled? I would say this changes depending on the day. Most days I would probably say Israel. Israel was an amazing trip. I could talk about Israel for days, but I could also probably talk about New Zealand for days. If you want to go hiking, if you want to see literally the most beautiful scenery in the world, New Zealand all the way. But Israel, I loved. Just the experience I had was amazing, and I would go back in a heartbeat. Why are you vegan? I love this question because I don't have to announce that I'm vegan to talk about me being vegan. I am vegan for several reasons, and they've definitely changed over time. I've been vegan for a little over 1.5 years, not quite 2 years. and I love it. I am passionate about veganism, something again I could talk about for days. Started being vegan for health reasons. I have always felt really tired, very lethargic, and I heard being vegan can help, and it did definitely help. I still go through phases of feeling really tired all the time, so it's not like a miracle that I've discovered, but it definitely helps. And then through time, I've also learned a lot about the environmental impacts, being compassionate for animals. So it's kind of turned into the whole spectrum of things, and I love it. I am passionate about it, and I love this question because I don't have to be that annoying vegan that's like, I'm vegan, because I really try not to be that person, but I really love talking about it also, so it's kind of that balance. So that is why I'm vegan. If you don't like that I'm vegan, sorry. Going off of that, what food do you miss the most since going vegan? Honestly, I don't miss really anything. The one thing that for a long time I was like, oh, I really want this, was Greek yogurt. I loved Greek yogurt, but recently I just got coconut yogurt from just like big packs of coconut yogurt from Costco, and that has just like, I don't care about Greek yogurt anymore because that kind of just satisfies my cravings, so I'm good. I don't need my Greek yogurt anymore. A lot of these are about photography. So if you don't know, I am a wedding photographer. That is my business, so we'll kind of get into that. Yeah, so most of the rest of these are about photography. How did you get into wedding photography? I don't know how I got into wedding photography. I mean, I do, but it kind of just happened and I was okay with it. I actually originally started with videography, and then through kind of getting my toes into the industry, started taking photos, and I loved it. Going off of that, I got a question, do you make wedding videos? Are there any I could look at? I did make wedding videos. I am no longer offering wedding videos just because it was so draining for me and I kind of just stopped loving it. But if you did want to look at some, I have one, my most recent one on my Instagram TV that you can go look at, but unfortunately I am not taking any more inquiries for wedding videography, so that's kind of sad. What's your favorite part of the wedding photograph? I feel like one of my kind of low-key favorite parts of the day to do are the details. I love details. I love kind of making it, all the details, laying them out and doing that kind of design part. But obviously that's like super small and I don't do it just to do the details. But the other parts, I mean, love portraits, of course. That's what I love, is couples photography. So just getting to capture the couple basically being themselves. That's really my goal, is to have them be themselves in the pictures, and you can see what that couple is like through the photos. So definitely portraits. I love receptions because you kind of just let everything happen and you're just there, kind of a fly on the wall to capture all of it. But I would say definitely portraits because it's just you and the couple and they look freaking beautiful, so what more could I ask for? What camera do you use? I use a Canon 5D Mark IV, and I definitely invested pretty early on in some camera equipment. I have pretty limited camera equipment, but what I have is like my go-to. I don't like going to wedding days with all this equipment that I probably won't even use half of it. So I like to keep things pretty simple, but I don't think you need a good camera or great equipment to be a great photographer, but it definitely is something that broadens what you can do. So that's really why I invested in it. And if you have a camera right now, I'm not saying like go buy the most expensive camera if you want to be a photographer, but I definitely learned on a much cheaper camera. So one of my friends asks, was I one of your first clients? And yes and no. I mean, I think a client is someone that pays you. So Emma, you didn't pay me, so I don't know if you're a client, but I definitely like forced my friends in front of a camera, and they were so willing to do it, which I so appreciate. But like, I think the first time I took pictures of people was with my friend Alex and her sister Leela, and they were so patient with me, and just like didn't expect much from me, which made it so fun. And that's seriously how I learned how to use manual. So if you're trying to learn photography, definitely do not be scared to turn your camera setting to manual, because you need to learn manual, and seriously the best way to do it is force people in front of your camera, or just to go outside, take pictures of trees and whatever you're interested in. So Emma, I don't know if you're my first client, but you definitely helped me get going. Somebody asked, how do you afford to travel so much? And I feel like I don't travel as much as people think I do. There's just so many more people that travel way more than me. I definitely would say I travel more than the average person, but I mean, I'm home most of the year, so. But if you want to travel more, I definitely have tips for you. I can make a whole nother video on that actually, but I think traveling is something that you need to kind of switch your mindset towards, as traveling being an investment towards experiences, towards educating yourself, because you seriously learn so much, not just about yourself, but also about the world, the people around you. If you want to travel more, but you maybe don't have the money to spend, or you're nervous on spending the money, save up, think of it as an investment. It seriously changes the way you see the world. There's definitely things you can do to kind of travel on the cheaper end. If you're going somewhere that is known for their hostels, staying in a hostel, definitely stay in a hostel. Do not stay in a hostel everywhere you go, because I would not say everywhere is safe to stay in a hostel. Definitely do your research, but if you're going somewhere where the hostels are good or great, definitely do that, because you're not going to spend that much time there. So why would you spend hundreds of dollars in your hotel if you're not going to be there most of the time? So that's one huge thing. Definitely fly places kind of off season. My sister and I went to Banff, Canada last September, end of September, early October, and that was kind of right after peak season because everyone goes back to school, and we got pretty cheap flights for going to such a popular place. So yeah, that's kind of another tip to save some money. Somebody asked me, who's your crush? And my boyfriend is my crush. That's not a question, that's a statement. My boyfriend is my crush. Wow, I feel like a little girl, like, I'm blushing. And Shawn Mendes. I love Shawn Mendes. But my boyfriend. But also Shawn Mendes. I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer right now. I'm really happy I did this. I had fun. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something about me. Hopefully there'll be more videos soon. If you have any more questions, you can comment them down below. I feel like such a YouTuber, but hey, do it and I'll respond. So I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching.